having a good time so far? Yeah. Excellent. I nearly never made it here tonight. It's not because I didn't want to be here or anything, no. To be honest, I've been suffering with toothache for the last couple of weeks. And anybody else that has toothache, you know what it's like, it's an absolute agony, so it is. And I thought to myself, I'll just ring the dentist, it's easy, I'll get an appointment, a couple of fillings and that'll be sorted. What I didn't realise is though, is that if you've not been to your dentist for 2 years, and you ring them up, that they dump you, like some long distance relationship. Can I get an appointment please? It's no use, Stuart, it's just not working, mate. We've tried texting you, we've tried emailing you. You're just no answer, mate, so you're dumped. So I thought, what am I going to do next then? So I thought, I'll ring every dentist in a 60-mile radius of where I live and I'll try that out. And all these dentists has got the same name. Your smile, my smile, your dentist, my dentist. Now what I've realised is that there's no lack of dentists in this country. What there's a lack of is dentists that are willing to take on poor scumbag NHS patients like myself that can't afford to pay for your treatment. And the arrogance is shining out them, and they need to take a leaf out their own title, My Smile, because I've never met a bunch of more miserable bastards. So hang it up, and this is how it went. Good afternoon, My Smile. Chantel speaking, how may I help you? I says, are you taking on NHS patients there, Chantel? And I'm quite sure I heard her laugh, and she might as well have said, don't be so fucking stupid, Mr. Sharpe. We don't take scumbags here. We only take people that are minted, that can pay for their treatment, but we do offer an emergency extraction service here. I says, go on then, Chantel, we'll have a roll of the dice. How much is it for an emergency extraction? She says, that's between 150 and 450 pounds, Mr. Sharpe. I says, Chantel, I think the line's breaking up there. I think you get the figures wrong there. She says, no, it's between 150 and 450 pounds for an emergency extraction. I says, I'm not looking to get extracted for a war zone in a Chinook helicopter here, Chantel. I says, I think I'm going to give this one a miss if you don't mind. So anyway, there I was 2 days later. I thought, well, I'm a big hard Scotsman, I can take this. How wrong was I? The next thing I'm lying in the living room floor and I've suddenly found God. Jesus, God, help this toothache. Please, I can't take it anymore. I've even turned Muslim. Praise Allah, somebody do something here, I can't take it. And then I remembered that there's the other thing you can do, and that is ring the 111 NHS emergency dental helpline. Has anybody ever rung that? Have you rung that? Well, you'll understand what I'm about to say here then, madam. The conversation, it's more like an interview to see if you qualify to even get a dentist. And the stupidity, it doesn't build up to stupid, it's there for the start. And the questions you get asked are unreal. And if you don't mind, I'd like to share that interview questions that happened to me. So I rang up, and this is how it went. Good afternoon, NHS 111 Emergency Dental. Doreen speaking, how may I help you? I says, I'll give you 3 fucking guesses, Doreen, to why I'm ringing the NHS emergency dentist. I says, my foot's fucking killing us. Is there anything you can do for my big toe here? It's an agony. She said to me after that, are you calling because you're in pain? I says, no, Doreen, I got your phone number off my mate. He says your fucking banter is unbelievable, so what's the crack, Doreen? And then she says to me, there's no need for the sarcasm, Mr. Sharpe. I says, well, you fucking started it, Doreen, no way. And then it just got to the absurd, really. What's the temperature? What temperature? I says, it's about 16 degrees outside there, Doreen. I I said, I'd still recommend wearing a jumper in the morning though, because it's still a bit chilly. To which she started to get angry. No, the temperature in your face, Mr. Sharpe. I went, oh, right, aye. I said, well, put it this way, Doreen, it feels as if my head's in a vice here and somebody's tightening that vice. And then they've poured petrol over my face, and then they've set it on fire. I says, and then just to add salt to injury, they've fucking hooked a car battery up to my teeth. And they're sending electric shocks through my jaw and my eye. Is that the temperature you're talking about, Doreen? Yes, it's that temperature, Mr. Sharpe. I says, well, it's very high, Doreen. It's very high. And then she says to us, are you taking anything for the pain, Mr. Sharpe? I says, yes, Doreen, I find that long walks in the countryside and listening to classical music seems to help it. I says, what the fuck do you think, Doreen? I said, Doreen, let me put this in layman's terms for you here. I said, just imagine the local junkie, Doreen, the local smart grab, and he's selling all his furniture. And he's at the stage where he's offering to go down on his knees and suck you off for a tenner. I says, that's the stage I'm at here, Doreen. I need fucking drugs. I says, I've took every drug off my neighbours that they've got in their cabinet here. I've had every drug ending and all. I've had cocodamol, I've had tramadol. I says, and guess what's working, Doreen? Fuck all! To which Doreen replied, and I'm making this up, I think you qualify, Mr. Sharpe. Would you like to make your way up to the hospital?